Hey guys, and welcome to the video. And after 2 weeks, I am back. I was on hiatus for 2 weeks for being on YouTube's naughty list yet again. I received a second strike. I got one not too long ago. And that first one was, due to the mod chip situation with the Nintendo Switches and stuff. And then I can understand because Nintendo was jumping all over everyone who was doing anything regarding those mod chips. So yeah, I understood that. But this second strike was complete and utter BS. So they put me on a 2-week ban, so I couldn't put up any videos or anything like that. And the reason was simply because I couldn't predict the future. And I'm not kidding. If you can't predict the future, you can literally get a strike as a content creator. And it has to do with the links. Now, this is so stupid and it's such a huge flaw in YouTube that it really deserves its own video, because this goes far beyond anything that we talk about here. It's absolutely ridiculous why I ended up getting that strike. But it basically boils down to two things. Either you need to be able to see in the future, or just don't put links in your description. That's pretty much it. Aside from, the big retail links, you can put Walmart on there and Amazon and eBay. They don't care about that. But links to anything else that's not mainstream, yeah, you run the risk of getting a strike or multiple strikes because of the way Google and YouTube run things. So again, I'm going to do a video that covers that in general, so that way people know exactly what they can expect even years after they put up a video on YouTube. Oh, and one other thing, guys, during these 2 weeks, I went ahead and I had to go into each and every single one of my videos. There was about 250 or so of them. I had to go into each and every single description and pretty much delete any and all links. Now, some of the links that I thought were okay, I left behind, but anything that I thought YouTube at some point in the future, a year from now, 5 years from now, whenever, would maybe red flag, I had to get rid of all those links. I also did some housekeeping stuff here. A lot of videos that weren't getting viewed or were just outdated, I went ahead and deleted them. There was maybe about 50 videos or so that I ended up deleting. Many of the older hacking, modding, news and info, because they were so outdated, yeah, those were gone. So yeah, I ended up doing at least around 50, maybe even more. But this was a very long process. It took about 9 hours spanning 2 days in order to be able to do all of that. All right, so there's a few things I want to cover for the remainder of this video. I'm going to try and go as quickly as possible. One is where we are going to pick up in terms of videos, which would be starting this coming weekend or on Monday, and then moving forward from there, as well as what I've been working on regarding the PS4 and a menu host and things that have been going on with the scene. So we'll cover that real quick here in a bit, but let's start off with the channel itself and of course its future, because since it has 2 strikes, one of them will get removed at around the end of September, and then we'll go down to 1. But if I get one more between now and then the whole channel could disappear and all the videos will be gone, all the information and stuff will be gone. So down in the description, starting in this video and in every video moving forward, I'll make sure I put the links up to Discord, which I check it at least a couple of times a day now. Also my Twitter, my Facebook and things like that. So if the channel goes away, you can maintain contact that way. And keep in mind that if it does go away, everything gets removed. So all the videos and all the information in the videos, of course, will be gone as well. So make sure you jot all of that down. The next thing is that I made another channel here called k.m.zoilus. But to be honest, normally when people start up these second channels, you don't get all of your subscribers to migrate over. You're extremely lucky if half of them do. So we have just about 14,000 subs right now. We'll be looking at, even in the best case scenario, about 7,000 crossing over. It's kind of like starting all the way from scratch from the beginning. Now, a good chunk of our subscribers have come between the last year and year and a half. That's when they've joined, because I put out a lot more videos. But it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of work to get videos out. So to start over from scratch again, I don't know. I don't know if that's something I want to tackle, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't have to cross that bridge. We just need to get to the end of September. I had gone 3 years with only one strike, so hopefully we can make it a month and a half. So those are the ways you guys can stay in touch in case something does happen. All right, so moving on, the PS4 scene, we know a lot has happened over the past couple of weeks. We've seen new backporting tools, updates to existing ones, and we've seen some of the exploits get more and more stable. I decided that the host menus that I'm working on is going to be an all-in-one. So what you're seeing here is just kind of a rough draft of it. I may stick with that layout and stuff because it's similar to my 505 one, but it'll be kind of an all-in-one. It will have Dark Matter's VCs, his whole entire exploit there, as well as Al Azif's, Lethal's, a few of the major exploit hosts. They will all be located here in just one place, and then you can use the one that you want. If you go into Dark Matter's, for example, it will just automatically cache all of his stuff. If you go into Al Azif's, it'll do the same thing, and so on. All of the newest payloads and tools will be on there as well, and then I will transfer this stuff over to those of you who use the little mini Arduino board or the ESP8266. I will update that as well for this 6.72 stuff, and hopefully all of that will be done by the end of the weekend, sometime on Sunday, possibly sooner. All right, so once that 672 host menus thing gets done, I'm going to release it as a beta here on my Discord. There's already been a few people who are going to volunteer to use it. Now, normally I do thoroughly go over these things before I release them, but no one's perfect. Something might slip through the cracks. Once I get feedback, then I'll go ahead and make the adjustments, and during the coming week, I will release it with an accompanying video. Now, I know you guys know how to use these exploit host menus, so I'm not going to make the video very long at all. It will just cover maybe some of the quirks and nuances and things like that, and maybe which of the mirror hens are the most reliable that I've included, that I've had success with. I've also updated my 505 menus, the regular full one here, and then the one for the little Arduino board, the ESP8266. I actually did kind of a full update. I got rid of some of the older stuff that's been outdated for both, so they've been overhauled a little bit. And I know a lot of people are out there still on 505 waiting for a full, stable 6.72 and have just been using backported games on 5.05. So I went ahead and did that major update for both of those for anyone who's interested. All right, and lastly, this coming Monday, we will resume with the hacking, modding, news and info segment that comes out every Monday. However, we're going to have to do something a little bit different because so much has happened over the past 2 weeks. There's just way too much to cover. So what I'm going to focus on is anything that hit a scene that is brand new, maybe a brand new jailbreak, a brand new homebrew, anything that is significant like that, I'll cover, or any updates that happen to a homebrew that are also, I think, significant. For example, on the Switch scene, there was an update to the firmware recently, and then Atmosphere updated, Deep Sea, which is a Cosmos clone, that got updated. So anything that is significant like that, we will go ahead and cover. And then the following Monday, we'll get back to, our normal reporting. Most of the things anyway that we cover in these segments, they end up getting updated periodically. So we'll just hit it up again whenever it updates again in the future, anything that we may have missed. And that's going to do it for the video, guys. I appreciate you watching. We're going to go ahead and start putting out content as usual and pick up right where we left off. Don't forget to jot down all that information that's in the description regarding how you can stay in contact with me just in case something happens here. Much love going out to everyone. It's good to be back. Be careful, guys. Be safe. Have fun. And we will see you on the next one.